like to welcome everybody today to the Senior Awards Assembly. This is going to be the first event, which are the historic and traditional events we have here at Woburn High School. Today the Awards Assembly, tomorrow night the prom, and as we move through next week to ultimately the graduation there on June 2nd. So I know that you're very proud of what you've accomplished over the last 4 years, and I assume you're very excited about the next 2 weeks ahead of us. Okay, so we're excited to be here today. We start out with the Awards Assembly, and then we transition to the Yearbook Assembly. As I mentioned to you last week when we had that short run-through on the graduation rehearsal, for myself, Mr. Delvin, Mr. McGuire, this is a real important class for us because it's the first class that we've gone through here in the 4 years as a team, the administrative team here at the high school. As we think about your last 4 years and how the leadership that you have provided for us and for the rest of the school, it's extraordinary. First, I'd like you to look at your left, look at your right, look around. I'd like to give you people, don't get carried away, okay? I'd like you folks to give yourselves a round of applause for the accomplishments that you've done this year. And in the same vein, we do have a number of teachers out and back. Just for the general faculty, I'd like to have everybody give a round of applause for the support that they have provided you. So today's assembly, we recognize a number of different things. We recognize character, we recognize leadership. We also recognize what schools are all about, because I think the other things come and follow if it's done the right way. That's the academic achievement. As you look at the next 4 years of your life, if you pass through the high school on June 2nd, receive that diploma, you think about what that diploma means. Okay, it means one is the accomplishments that you've done for the last 13 or whatever number of years you've been in the Woburn schools. But that ticket is, that diploma is the ticket to the next stage of your life. And whether it's going to be college, whether it's going to be a training program, whether it's going to be a job that you have, or whether it's going to be the military, you think of that as the real critical piece, as that's your ticket to make the next step, right? We also spoke last week that graduation from high school is one of those critical moments in your life, okay? You think about play it forward, and it's tough for you to imagine, but I think about the critical moments in my life. You know, graduation from college, meeting my wife, having our children, their graduation from high school and then college. Those are the critical moments of passages in my life. And you're going to find that on June 2nd, this is going to be one of the real big moments that's going to be a benchmark that you're going to look back on, as tough as it might believe right now, in 10, 20, 30, 40, and hopefully 50 years as a critical day in your life. So with that, we're going to begin the assembly first. Today, we're going to have some remarks by your class advisor, Mrs. Sands.
Good morning, everybody. It's been a great year, and for me, it's also a first, my first graduating class as an advisor, and I've been your advisor for 2 years. Mr. Suchecki had been here a few days last week, and he stopped by to check in as he had been your advisor for your freshman and sophomore year, and he wanted to hear all about the wonderful things that had happened and wanted to recognize some of the offices that he worked with then. We're looking forward to a lot of things. The work is pretty much behind us now. We have prom tomorrow night. We have a senior cookout and Six Flags next week. There's going to be a lot of fun. I see a great class before me. I've really loved working with you all. There's unlimited promise in your faces, and I know that you all will do well. Just a little bit of business, Six Flag permission slips. There are still a handful of you who haven't turned them in, and there'll be some available today. And please remember to be here at 8 a.m. next Thursday. I have a couple of serious matters really quickly to mention. One is just a reminder to be really safe as we go forward. We have the prom tomorrow night. I know a lot of you have plans for the weekend. I'm aware of, you hear things about Vermont and Cape Cod and Hampton, and please, please, please be safe. Listen to your parents, do the right thing, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You're not invincible. You are wonderful, but you're not invincible, so be safe, please. The other matter is just to let you know that one of your classmates isn't here today and will not be able to make the senior prom. We're hopeful that she might be able to make the graduation. Courtney Lynch is sick in the hospital. There's a photo of your class on a poster board in the conference room. And if as many of you as possible could sign it with well wishes and just your name and let her know that we're thinking of her, that would be great. I'd appreciate it. I just want to mention a few people. You could stand up when I mention your name. The offices that we had freshman year that represented you so well. The president was Justin Grooms. Vice President Michaela Ezigman. Thank you, Michaela. Secretary Melina Vargas. Treasurer Anthony Giglio. And Student Advisory Representative Denisha Maitre. Thanks. Sophomore year, again, we had Justin Grooms as president. Lindsay Nixon as vice president. Chloe Gill, secretary. Anthony Giglio, you was your treasurer. And again, Denisha was your student representative. Thank you. Junior year was Mike Palladino for president. Your vice president was Ali Santulo. Secretary Chloe Gill. Treasurer Steph Ho. And Student Advisory Council Andrew Allen. They all did a lot of work in some of the fundraising and some of the things that we're able to do, like pay for the buses for Six Flags and buy the nice mugs that you're going to receive today, are largely due to their efforts in previous years. One other thank you to a student who really helped us out this year selling candy, Emily Messina, if she is here. Emily showed up every single week, 2 or 3 times. She had some help, but mostly she gave up her open campus, and she raised a lot of money for you all, so please thank her if you see her. This year's officers have been really outstanding. We met on a weekly basis. They were checking in with me regularly. They helped to plan all the activities that we've had. They helped to raise money, sold t-shirts, bracelets. They organized 2 restaurant fundraisers over the last 2 years, and they represented you really well. I think they wanted to include everyone's ideas, and they brought everything to the table. I would like for them to come up, so I have a small gift for them. So when I call their names, if they can come forward. Your president of the senior class, Michael Palladino. Vice President Pat Doherty. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, they probably want to take a photo. Secretary Chloe Gill. Treasurer Steph Ho. Student Representative Caitlin McCann. And your representative to the school committee, Christina O'Brien. Thank you, honey. Thanks, honey. Oh, you look so pretty.
Thank you.
These will be your officers going forward, so in 5 years from now, they'll be in touch with you to plan your first reunion, and I'm sure they'll do a great job for that. Please thank them with me in a round of applause. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Sands. We appreciate Mrs. Sands as she took over there in relief for Mr. Suchecki. She did a terrific job. Next, we'd like to present Mr. Delden, who's going to present the Character Congress Awards. I'm very fortunate, as well as having a terrific senior class, I have two terrific assistant principals. I'd like to have Mr. Delden, please.
Good morning, everyone. Let me first say that I love you all. You have been an unbelievable class, and I know that you think that we always say that, but you've been truly unbelievable class. It's been a pleasure and an honor to serve you for the last 4 years. I'm going to present a tassel to those of you that have been awarded the Character Congress. I'm going to call your name quite quickly, so please listen. And if you just come up over here by those stairs to my left and pick up your tassel. Andrew Allen. Daniel Bergevin, Michael Booker, John Bridge, Kristen Bueller, Nicholas Burnham, Rachel Carbone, Timothy Connor, Renee Connors, Jose Cruz, Nicholas Dalton, Andrew Dean, Peter Decabellis, Samantha DeMauro, Kathleen Doherty, Danielle Dulong, Brian Elliott, Stephanie English, Haley Flight, Evan Fonseca, Mark Arbino, Keviana Joy George, Matthias Gricci, Sadie Harmon, Miranda Hemingway, Kenneth Hyland, Jacqueline Kelly. Cameron Kozachuk. Molly Kupras. Megan Lyden. Andrew Medangian. Denisha Maitre. Kayla Murata. Timothy McCall. Julie McCarthy. Cara Mistretta. Nicholas Monks. Megan Mosley. Alexandra Murphy. Morgan Murphy. Katie O'Brien. Rory O'Brien. Alexandra Pappas. Casey Phillips. Marissa Piazza. Christina Pinto. Michaela Quigley. Benjamin Quinn. Laura Rosa. Michael Ryan. Andre Santiago Jr. Farron Sheikh. Jisoo Sim. Daniel Stifler. Joseph Sotheby. Svetoslava Vodanachaska. And Courtney Webb. A round of applause.
Okay, please, let's quiet down. We've been reading off everybody's names so everybody gets the equal recognition. Again, I mentioned I have two great assistant principals and good friends. We had just Mr. Delden. Now I would like to introduce somebody who's been with you for a real number of years if you came from the Kennedy Middle School, and that's going to be Mr. McGuire.
Good morning. Thank you very much. I won't take it off. I'd like to, before I read the Year's Award winners, I'd just like to congratulate all of yous. And as Mr. Finnegan said, I've known some of yous, probably half of yous, since 6th grade. It seems like a long road, but you've all made it. You're all a very, as Mr. Delden said, a great group. And we're very proud of you, and we know you're going to do great things as you go forward. As I read your Year's Award winners, if you could come up the same way that the Character Congress Award winners come up, that'd be great. And please hold your applause until the end. Ashley Alstead, Kayleen Inasevich, Jared Baker, Abigail Bowes, Charlene Brown, Alana Buckley, Rachel Carbone, Veronica Cassis, Erica Chepulis, Cassandra Conley, Catherine Cooper, Antonella Coletto, Jeremy Dagno, Margaret Dalton, Nicholas Dalton, Samantha DeMauro, Kathleen Doherty, Patrick Doherty, Danielle Dulong, Alyssa Duncan, Michaela Essigman, David Falcone, Elise Fish, Gemma Fuller, Corey Fumacello, Stephanie Gangi, Mark Garbino, Kelly Garrity, Shannon Gay, Keviana George, Anthony Gilio, Ryan Glavin, Alicia Gomes, Matthias Grieschy, Noah Guzman, Stephanie Ho, Anne Marie Holland, April Hunt, Kyle Johnson, Jacqueline Kelly, Aaron Keogh, Justin Kirk, Cameron Kozacek, Stephanie Ladas, Amanda Langlois, Mia Leone, Megan Layden, Brooke Lonergan, Stephanie Lowell, Jeremy McNeil, Kiara Malone, Forrest Matthew, Timothy McCall, Nicolette Melanson, Clarissa Michelle, Jay Morgan, Megan Mosley, Alexandra Murphy, Morgan Murphy, Rory O'Brien, Christina O'Brien, Michael Palladino, Scott Parker, Kayla Peary, Nicole Peterson, Lindsay Purdue, Michaela Quigley, Benjamin Quinn, Colleen Quinton, Haley Rafferty, Caitlin Richards, Elizabeth Roach, Laura Rosa, Alexandra Santulo, Jisu Sim, Iveta Stancheva, Kathleen Sullivan, Svetoslava Vodnichaska, Jules Voltaire, Michael Walsh, Courtney Webb, Rachel Wells, Leanne Yao. Good job, Haley. Okay. Good job. Those are the 2013 Yearbook Award winners. I have the honor, the next group to honor, the summa cum laude winners. And these are the students that are in the top 10% of the class. If I could have your attention, please. If you could hold your conversation to a minimum, please, as we announce these winners. Thank you. Melanie Krista Ahern, Abigail Saprova Bowes, Catherine Ann Cooper, Nicholas James Dalton, Michaela Elizabeth Essigman, Valerie Fernandez, Gemma Rose Fuller, Relitza Gencheva, Matthias Joseph Grishey, Mohammed Omar Hashmi, Jacqueline Kelly, Elizabeth Rose Kenny, Erin Elaine Keogh, Stephanie Helen Lowell, Andrew James Medangian, Forrest Noah Matthew, Timothy Kevin McCall, Julie Ann McCarthy, Jyoti Nair, Christina Diane O'Brien, Michael Anthony Palladino, Molly Amethyst Persky, Michaela Ann Quigley, Benjamin Christian Jude Quinn, Haley Elizabeth Rafferty, Elizabeth Murphy Roach, Laura Christine Rosa, Jisoo Sim, Benjamin Thomas Soley, Andrew Joseph St. Germain, Iveta Plemenova Stancheva, Svetoslava Ivanova Vodnichaska, we have a nice round of applause for the 2013 summa cum laude winners. Next up is Mr. Delden, who will present the magna cum laude winners.
Thank you again. These are your 2013 magna cum laude recipients. Ashley Marie Alstead, Andrew Miles Allen, Erica Shepulis, Christopher William Claffin, Sean Philip Conley, Antonella Coletto, Jeremy Thomas Dagno, Margaret Mary Dalton, Kelly Elizabeth Garrity, Shannon Marie Gay, Chloe Gill, Philip Francis Gillette, Stephanie Ho, Anne Marie Holland, David Christopher Kissel, Molly Mae Kupris, Rebecca Saran Lake, Mia Andriana Leone, Denisha Ginny Maitrey, Clarissa Swanda Rose Michelle, Rory Patrick O'Brien, Alexandra Marie Pappas, Scott Francis Parker Jr., Kayla Grace Perry, Casey Margaret Phillips, Lindsay Yvonne Perdue, Caitlin Jean Richards, Yemilet Rosa, Alexandra Santullo, Daniel Edward Stifler, Wyatt Edward Toll, Melina Vargas, and Leanne Yao. Could we have a round of applause for the magna cum laude recipients? Good job. Good job. Good job. Congratulations. I would like to, at this time, introduce Donna Sands, who will read the cum laude recipients.
Jeffrey Michael Aldericio. Abdel Mohammed Asray. Jared Matthew Baker. Daniel Joe Bergevin. Michael William Booker. Cassidy Bree Boselli. Kristen Irene Bueller. Samantha Redmond DeMauro. Kathleen Elaine Doherty. Alyssa Nicole Duncan. Jacob Andrew Fiakowski. Haley Ann Flight. Mark Angelo Garbino. Anthony Thomas Victor Gilio. Ryan Noel Glavin. Taylor Rose Griffiths. April Rose Hunt. Kyle Alexander Johnson. Melissa Marie Kenton. Justin Lawrence Kirk. Cameron Alexander Kozacek. Kiera Rose Malone. Nicolette Teresa Melanson. Cara Janessa Mistretta. Megan Gabrielle Mosley. Alexandra Crane Murphy. Morgan Siobhan Murphy. Megan Sherry O'Riordan. James Charles Pouladakis. Daniel Thomas Ray. Adam Robert Risser. Amanda Nicole Ruderman. Kathleen Rose Sullivan. Kyle Richard Sullivan. Joseph Anthony Sotheby. Michael Allen Tedesco Jr. Deanna Nicole Torres. Samantha Jo Torres. Jacqueline Nicole Trotta. Jules Indal Voltaire. Michael Leonard Walsh. And Rachel Irene Wells. Let's give them all a round of applause.
Next, I would like to present Ms. Connell, who will be giving out the College Book Awards.
Thank you, Mr. Finnegan. Good morning. At this time, the college books announced last year at the Academic Awards Banquet will be presented to the members of the class of 2013. These books are given in recognitions of the students' exceptional academic achievement. As I call your name, please come forward, and I would ask all applause to be held until all the names have been read. The Harvard College Book Award, Michael Palladino. The Dartmouth College Book Award, Svetoslava Vodenchaska. The Columbia University Book Award, Abigail Bowes. The Tufts University Book Award, Christina O'Brien. The Boston College Book Award, given in memory of Timothy Podolsky, valedictorian of Woburn Memorial High School's class of 2005, is awarded to Andrew St. Germain. The Robert C. Norton Rutgers Book Award, Nicholas Dalton. The Wellesley College Book Award, Valerie Fernandez. The Boston University Book Award, Gemma Fuller. The College of the Holy Cross Book Award, Haley Rafferty. The Stonehill College Book Award, Matthias Gricci. The St. Anselm's College Book Award, Jody Nyer. The St. Michael's College Book Award, Michaela Essigman. The Merrimack College Book Award, Benjamin Quinn. The Springfield College Book Award, Jisoo Sim. The Regis College Book Award is being shared by Melanie Ahern and Michaela Quigley. Ladies and gentlemen, the College Book Award recipients for the class of 2013. If I may have your attention again, each year, the National Merit Scholarship Program recognizes students who have demonstrated exceptional academic promise by their performance on the PSAT National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test with a letter of commendation. This year, Woburn Memorial High School is honored to present the National Merit Scholarship Program's letter of commendation to Abigail Bowes and Michael Palladino. Please come forward to receive your award.
Further to the right. Thank you, Ms. Connell. Now we have a number of individual awards that the administration and guidance have helped put together. First are going to be the principal's plaques in recognition of academic and leadership in the school. The first is going to be Class President Michael Palladino. Go back over there. I'm going to get dizzy, back and forth, back and forth. Student Council President Stephanie Ho. Valedictorian Michael Palladino. And this year it's very unique that we have two co-salutatorians, and that's going to be Abby Bowes and Sveti Vodenichaska. Sweetie. Nice job, Stephanie. Nice job, sweetie. Congratulations. Nice job, Abby. Next are going to be the Prudential Spirit of Community Awards for Merit. Valerie Fernandez, Jacqueline Kelly, Andrew Medangian, and Elizabeth Roach. Nice job, Elizabeth. Nice job, Andrew. Jackie, nice job. Valerie, nice job. The Prudential Spirit of Community Awards for Achievement. Nick Dalton and Michaela Essigman. Nice job, Nick. Congratulations. Michaela, nice job. The next two recognitions are going to be from outside groups. First is Classmates Today, Neighbors Tomorrow, and that's Abigail Bowes. And the Daughters of the American Revolution Award, Gemma Fuller. job, Abby. Look, you dropped something, Abby. Okay. Just don't lose that. And the last two awards of the morning are going to be the Principal's Leadership Award, which is Rory O'Brien, and the Massachusetts Secondary School Administrators Association Award to Michaela Quigley. Nice job, Rory. Michaela, nice job. Okay, we're going to transition to the yearbook assembly in a moment, but before that, just want to say congratulations to all the award recipients today. You really deserve a round of applause and great recognition for your accomplishments. The next piece is just to reemphasize Mrs. Sands' advice and support and push to make good decisions over the course of the next week and over the course of your life, but especially you're going to be put in positions where you have to make good decisions, and so we really want to make good decisions. We're all behind you. We've got the prom tomorrow night. We've got many events next week leading up to graduation. So it's real critical, okay, that we stay together and we move forward together. You've been a great class of 2013. So let's just take a seventh inning stretch here for a moment as we transition to the rehearsal for the yearbook presentation. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Are we ready? Okay, Mrs. Sands wanted me to explain your class gift. Your class gift, you donated the Conley Memorial Stadium plaque that's out on the athletic entrance. Okay, it was from the old school, the 1906 school, so your class donated money for that, and there's a stone out there that says donated from the class of 2013. All right? Good morning, class of 2013. This is my favorite day of the year. This is what we work for the whole entire year and a half. We started your junior year. We are thrilled with your book. It's unbelievable. You're going to be really, really happy with it. And it will bring so many memories down the road for you. So we're going to start off the day this morning with this wonderful video that was done by Burlington Studios.
Press play, fast forward, non-stop. We have a beaten path before us. It was all there in plain sight. Come on, people, we have all seen the signs, so we will never get back to the old school, to the old grounds. It's all about the newfound. We are the newborn, the world know all about it. We are the future, we here today. We come along. Silhouette, we've come a long way since
Your yearbook has been called Innitu since the yearbooks were started here in 1947. Elizabeth Roach will now read you the history of Innitu.
Wait, Kennedy?
Okay.
Horn Pond is a landmark where for decades, Woburnites have favored recreation and relaxation in the depths of ragged trails, soaring mountain heights, and translucent waters. From generation to generation, locals have trekked along these winding paths through bike rides, meandering walks, fishing trips, and hiking expeditions. The pond is a cherished place in Woburn where residents have created their greatest memories with family and friends and strengthened their connection to the small city. Many moons ago, the same pride and admiration for Horn Pond swelled within the Massachusetts tribe. The Massachusetts lived in the territory of Mount Towanda, or Horn Pond Mountain, and revered their almighty god, Manitou, the Great Spirit. When the Massachusetts accepted Manitou as their leader, he brought peace and prosperity to the terrorized lands by granting the Massachusetts bountiful harvests, strong men and women, and successful hunting trips. Because of his accomplishments and strong leadership skills, the Massachusetts wished to make a memorial for their all-powerful leader. They named the transparent waters below Lake Innitu, or Looking Place the Great Spirit. As time went on, the Massachusetts were able to look down upon the lucid waters and remember their great leader and the memories they shared of him. Just as the Massachusetts were able to use Lake Innitu as a place to reflect on time past, the class of 2013 will be able to look back on their memories of Woburn Memorial High School with their yearbook. Since 1947, the yearbook has traditionally been named Innitu. The name Innitu unites Horn Pond's original name with the Woburn Memorial High School yearbook, as they each serve to be a reflection of time past. Innitu will continue to appear on the future yearbooks, as it is important in Woburn to hold tradition and the fond memories we have made in this grand city.
Thank you, Elizabeth. What makes a yearbook special is the theme of the book. Last spring, the yearbook staff spent many hours brainstorming ideas for the theme. That would really express what your class is all about. We're going to have Tim McCall please come up and read about your theme.
13 years ago, each of us began our journeys in elementary school as small glowing sparks fresh from a much larger fire. Over the years, our sparks were fed with love, friendship, education, and all of life's experiences, until we were strong enough to burst into small yet bright flames. Intelligent, talented, dedicated, and disciplined, we heard whisperings from a young age of the potential that we possessed as individuals and as a class. When high school finally arrived, our flames converged into a fire that poured into every crevice of Woburn High School. As students, scholars, volunteers, athletes, artists, musicians, performers, and most importantly, classmates, our flames shone too bright to be ignored. Since freshman year, we were the class that was talked about. We were the class that was seen. Whether on stage, in the classroom, or on the field, we never allowed opportunity to pass by, and we seized any and every chance to outshine those around us. We ensured that our voices were heard, actions seen, and opinions stated. When each of you looks back to these years, I hope you do so with pride for everything that you have accomplished and everything that we have accomplished together. The flame that I've been comparing our class to is bright, enduring, strong, but most importantly, fierce. This year, the class of 2013 yearbook staff has chosen the word fierce as both the theme for our class and our yearbook. The culmination of our ambition, pride, passion, and dedication has resulted in the word pride being displayed by each and every one of us. In the coming months, the class of 2013's fire will burst apart, and each of us will be propelled in many different directions. Do not let the spirit and flame of our class disappear. Instead, carry it with you wherever life may take you, and use it as a beacon of light and self-awareness. Thank you for making our class what it is today. Thank you for making our class so fierce.
We're going to take a look at your theme video right now. Yeah, she should be. Okay. We all set? Okay. Next, we'll keep rocking and rolling here. We have your book dedication, which is always kept a secret until today. Mrs. Gatherall and I are the only ones that have known who the dedication goes to since January. So, we are extremely proud to dedicate our yearbook to a person who's graduated from Woburn High in 1969 and came back to teach English and serve as department chair for 38 years. She is one of the most dedicated and passionate teachers to have taught in the school system. She is known for her undeniable grace and commitment to work. For many students who have passed through these halls, her class has been the highlight of her high school experience. Her beautiful wardrobe and classic color schemes would brighten anyone's day when they walked into her classroom. The staff and students will miss her wonderful smile and her caring personality. We are extremely proud to dedicate the 2013 yearbook to Mrs. Gail Murphy. Mrs. Murphy, come on up. Just to let you know, her children flew up from New York City this morning to be here. You want to get the yearbook? Right. And the flowers? Okay, Mrs. Murphy would like to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I'm completely shocked and very, very honored to accept this dedication. And I'm proud to be a member of the class of 2013. And I must say that I love the theme of your yearbook. Fierce is what I've seen in so many of my students as you've overcome so many challenges in your lives. And I'm so proud of all of you. And I hope you just continue to fiercely embrace your future and fiercely reach for the stars, because you're all beginning a brand new chapter in your lives. And this is such an important one for you. So thank you so much. You're great. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, we'd like the yearbook staff to please come up on stage. At this time, we are pleased to introduce our yearbook lady, who spends hours training our staff, coordinating with the publishing plant, and coming up with many of the brilliant page ideas that you will see when you get your book later on today. Your book would not be as great as it is without her help. So I have asked Susan Happel to please come here and say a few words.
Hi, guys. So Mrs. Tifo led by saying that this is her favorite day of the year. You guys have no clue who I am, but this is my favorite day of the year too. I work with about 40 schools in the area, and I have to tell you, like, literally not a single one of them does their final day or their introduction of their yearbook this way. And every single year, something happens when I try to get here. Like last year, I was stuck behind a tanker that tipped over and blocked all lanes of the interstate. Last night, I had a flight that was canceled, so I was begging for a flight that would get me here. This morning, I'm in Woburn, and I get pulled over for running a stop sign because I'm in such a hurry, trying to think, what am I going to say to these kids who have never seen me before in their life? And so the cop comes up, and he's like, ma'am, why are you in such a hurry? And I'm like, I have to get to the high school. I have to talk to the seniors. And he said, what do you do at the high school? And I said, I'm the yearbook lady. He said, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to trust you. Just be safe. So that's my morning trying to get here. And so what do I want to say to you guys? This day celebrates you, but I want you to also celebrate the people who spent hours and hours and hours putting this together for you. Like Mrs. Tifo said, we started this well over a year ago, and so much thought went into every single detail. Like Mrs. Murphy said, the word fierce is what we kept coming back to. I see a lot of communities in Massachusetts, and I never see the pride that I do when I come to Woburn. I think that you guys are so fiercely proud of where you're from, and my hope is that the book that we've created is something that you will be so proud to show your kids 20 years from now. That's why we've done what we do. So I really want to recognize this year's staff. They actually have won a few awards that they are hearing about for the first time. They were the first in all of New England to complete their yearbook, and they were already recognized for that. They've received outstanding page design, outstanding divider design, outstanding thematic writing. What up, Tim? And they've been asked to submit to a national collection called SlideFest, where the pages of your book are going to go nationwide to show people how yearbooks can be done right. And this is the second time that that honor has been bestowed upon Woburn, so I think they did an awesome job. Please join me in giving them a round of applause.
Once again, our yearbook staff has been unbeatable with deadlines and creativity. Your yearbook staff was the first to submit pages to the plant and was invited to submit pages of the book to the National Slide Fest contest at Herff Jones, as Susan Happel just mentioned. This yearbook staff has worked over 250 hours to create a book that consists of all 4 years of your high school life. We have worked with this staff since junior year for one common cause, your yearbook. We would like to present each one of them with their copy of the yearbook, which is the first time they will have seen it. So first up, April. April spent lots of time working many types of pages, gathering information, and finding lots of photos for the book and video filming for the ceremony. Thank you, April. Tim McCall. Tim is a young man of many words, and all of you are very lucky that his words grace the pages of your book. He dedicated his time to find the right words and making sure that they were perfect for you. Erin Keogh. Erin spent countless hours on the newly designed look of your sports pages. She learned to master the software and become a talented designer along the way. Elizabeth Roach. Elizabeth worked on the very first page of your book. She set the tone with her design. She gathered many survey questions and photos along with designing the pages.
Elisa Duncan. Elisa is a self-proclaimed yearbook nerd. Her strong artistic skills and creative ideas can be seen on many of the pages. Take a look at the trend page. You'll be really astonished at how nice that is. Her can-do attitude really held the team together, especially during long hours. Courtney Webb. When we think of Courtney, we always think of her smile and her positive attitude. She makes sure that things get done and we stay focused. Samantha Demaro. Samantha became the go-to person who could take all the photos and be there for designing the pages and gathering information. Whenever a job needed to be done, Samantha was there to help. Annie Holland. Annie always made sure that everything was consistent in the book. She double-checked every page with Elisa after school and at nights. Now, at this time, you know, I'm a big person on traditions and surprises. We have a surprise for the 2013 staff, and at this time, we would like to have the 2012 yearbook staff to please come up on stage.
Okay, so with the help of Mrs. Getherall and Mrs. Tifo, of course, we decided that we wanted to start a new Woburn Yearbook tradition of formally accepting you into the Woburn Yearbook staff alumni. Props to you for making it through all the deadlines, late nights, typos, gutter space disasters, and the planning, shooting, and editing of your videos. On top of all that, you put up with each other and managed to have fun along the way. But mostly what we want to recognize is that through creating something so powerful, important, and magical, we all share a lasting bond that we will carry with us through the rest of our lives. We hope that a year from now, you're standing where we are, passing this on to the 2014 staff. Congratulations, Yearbook staff of 2013. You should be proud of the work you've done.
Now we would ask that you give the 2013 yearbook staff a round of applause. And now Erin would like to say a few words.
Dear classmates, on behalf of the 2013 yearbook staff, I would like to thank all of you for coming to this ceremony. We couldn't have possibly made your book what it is without your participation and enthusiasm. Now, you're probably wondering what the big deal is. How hard can designing a yearbook really be? Well, in short, it is way more involved than you'd think. Let's start at the beginning. First, we had to be selected by Mrs. Tifo and Mrs. Getherall to be on the staff based on our individual talents. And once we had our group together, our job was to brainstorm a theme that would encompass everything that our class is all about. Once our perfect theme had been selected, we were beyond relieved, but that was just the very beginning. Our next steps were to plan out the book, designate tasks for each member to tackle, design the pages, and most importantly, make sure that our book would be totally unique from past years. Through tight deadlines, design trouble, long after school hours, and conflicting ideas, we finally managed to pull together a book that we knew that the class of 2013 could be proud of. So here we are. The Facebook pestering from us about e-share, ad selling, and participation in seemingly random pictures is over. We can truly say that it has been a pleasure creating your yearbook. And I think I speak for everyone on the staff when I say that I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. So thank you, class of 2013. You really made it happen for us, and we couldn't have done it without you. Now, Elisa Duncan has a few comments.
Hello, fellow seniors, faculty, family, and friends. I would like to take a moment and say some thank yous on behalf of the yearbook staff. First off, we would like to thank the class of 2013 students and faculty for helping us make this book possible and dealing with our constant blowing up of social media websites, nagging about needing of more pictures and to pass in various order forms. Thank you to Susan Happel, who is the backbone of this whole journey throughout making of the book. We were blessed to have Susan as our yearbook representative. Aside from being our bridge between the publishing plant and D129, her amazing patience and contagious smile is what helped us make it through this hectic year. From calming us down during late-night calls of panic to the enjoyment of random pictures we sent her of an overtired staff, she has been our guardian angel. Next, our crazy, lovable, amazing advisors. Thank you to Mrs. Tifo, also known as Mama Teef, who is the yearbook guru and the foundation of this whole production. Although at times you set crazy deadlines and expected what seemed like too much, your dedication and constant encouragement was what truly made us a family. Mrs. Getherall, what can we say? You're our rock and Mrs. Tifo's partner in crime. You help balance out her color-coded calendars and plethora of deadline notices with your laid-back, it'll get done attitude. Thank you for always having faith in us and assuring us everything will work out. We couldn't have done it without you guys and cannot thank you all enough for the time and energy put into making us the best we could be. We love you all. Finally, I'd like to thank my fellow staff, team, squad, whatever you want to call us. Courtney Webb, Annie Holland, Erin Keogh, Tim McCall, April Hunt, Elizabeth Roach, and Sam Demaro. We had our moments where I thought the yearbook room was going to turn into a fighting arena, but hey, that's what it's all about, right? Between staying after school, meeting on weekends, meeting after sports practices, and meeting during every class we managed to escape from, we spent almost 500 hours putting this book together and putting everything we have into it. And honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better group to work with. We walked into this room last May as friendly acquaintances, and here we are, leaving a year later as a little family of Yeards. I love you all, and I'm so grateful to have met 7 best friends. I'd like to wrap this up by saying thank you to everybody in this auditorium. Please feel free to come give us some feedback and let us know what you think of the book. We all hope you enjoyed it as much as we did making it. We took care of it for the past year and a half. Now it's your turn. Okay. You guys, we can go sit in the audience. And up next, we have April Hunt.
We truly are a family. Sorry, Mrs. Murphy, I'm using the word truly. Just as any ordinary family, we have all fought, argued, attacked, and sometimes just been plain mean to one another. But we have also helped, supported, befriended, and dare I say loved one another. We have created something from nothing, a yearbook. This book is so much more, though. It contains our passion, creativity, and a little piece of each of us. We may not be related by blood, but we are related by the blood, sweat, and mostly tears that we poured into our yearbook. Over a course of a single year, each of us became a huge part of one another's lives, and we came to rely on one another. Often, people are afraid to move forward in life because they are afraid of changes in their daily routine. We are going to hate leaving behind our half-awakened morning talks, rushed lunch recaps, and end-of-the-day goodbyes. We are going to hate leaving behind our home, the yearbook room, but most importantly, I will hate leaving all of you, my yearbook family. We are extremely nervous for the next 4 years. Some cold winter night at college, we will stare out our window as blankets of snow softly lay themselves on every inch of the campus below us. We will probably be nostalgic from our old bed, our old friends, and our old life. But we know that the second we open the yearbook that we've created, we'll be a little bit closer to the old life, and a little bit closer to each one of you, and that will be enough for us.
Here we are now. Everything's about to change. We'll face tomorrow as we say goodbye to yesterday. A chapter ending, but the story's only just begun. A page is turning for everyone. So I'm moving on, I'm letting go, holding on till tomorrow. I've always got the memories, but I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. We may be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me. Wherever I go.
So excited, I can barely even catch my breath. We have each other.
I've always got the memories while I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. Yeah. We may be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me. moving on for the road ahead. This happy ending is the start of all our dreams. And I know your heart is with me. So I'm moving on, letting go, holding on to tomorrow. I've always got the memories, but I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. We may be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me. Wherever I go, it's time to show the world we've got something to say. A song to sing out loud, never fade away. I know you'll miss me, but we'll meet again someday. We'll never fade away, yeah, yeah. So I'm moving on, letting go, holding on till tomorrow. I've always got the memories while I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. We may be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me. So I'm moving on, letting go, holding on to tomorrow. I've always got the memories while I'm finding out who I'm gonna be. We may be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me. Oh, you'll be with me wherever I go. Wherever I go. We may be apart, but I hope you always know you'll be with me. Wherever I go.
Thank you. We hope you enjoy the ceremony. You can get your yearbooks right outside the foyer there. They're in alphabetical order. Thank you.